In this video, I'm going to be going over some of the the errors problems from the end of chapter 3. This time, we're going to be doing them in Visual Studio. You'll find that the debugger will give us more information than the SoloLearn debugger gave us. So let's start. First thing we're going to do is copy and paste the code here. And let's throw it over into Visual Studio. Now you can see I've just created a new project, and this is just the default text. So I'm going to go ahead and clear it up a little bit. And I'm going to just actually delete the whole thing because I want to paste in exactly what's in the problem. Okay, so here we go. You can see right off the bat, Visual Studio gives us some really nice indicators that something's wrong. Let's zoom in a little bit here. You can see the squiggly underline under several of these. So you know right away it's probably not going to compile. So just for kicks though, we're going to build the solution. Now I'm going to be doing it multiple times, but I'm not going to click up here every single time. I like to use Control Shift or Control Alt B or Control Shift B, I'm sorry, to do my build. So you can see we've got a whole bunch of errors here, 14. So a lot of errors are generated by other errors. To put that a different way, sometimes one problem can generate multiple different types of errors. So it doesn't necessarily mean we have 14. The best way to handle a bunch of errors when you're debugging is just do one at a time. So we're going to click on the first one. Identifier cout is undefined. So the problem is we've used an identifier here, in this case cout, and it has no idea what it is. We haven't defined it. Well, we know that cout is actually defined in a library called iostream. So that could be one of our issues. We need to include iostream. Okay, so we're going to save that. We're going to build it again. Okay, now the error didn't go away. So the issue is that even though we've included the library where we're pretty darn sure cout is declared in or defined in, it's still not recognizing it. So experience suggests to me what the problem is right away. But if you're stuck, you might want to just go back and look at different areas of or different parts of the book. For instance, if we go look at how cout is used. So we're just going to look through the book here until we find usage of it. Now again, you may see the issue already, but just in case you don't, what I like to do is find a working example, and I'll just copy it, and I'll paste it into my program right next to the other one that's not working, so I can go character by character to see what's wrong. And now hopefully you can see it. The C needs to be lowercase. Now our squiggly line has gone away. Now hopefully you can see the same problem with cout and cin everywhere in this program. So we're going to fix all of those. We're going to save. Now we're going to build solution. All right. Our next error, no operator less than matches these operands. Now what you should remember from high school algebra is operands are things on either side of an operator. So this is our operator, this is our left-hand operand, and this is our right-hand operand. There's no operator that knows what cin on the left-hand side means with a value on the right-hand side. Now again, you may already see the issue, but what I'm going to do, just in case you don't, is go back to the chapter where we learn about cin. Now we're going to look for a valid use of it. Here we go. I find this method of debugging very helpful. It may seem trivial in this small example, but in larger code bases or with more advanced objects, this can be very helpful. So I'm going to paste in the working example, and I can compare character by character, and aha, I can see the problem there is it should be greater than greater than. Okay. Now when we save, that squiggly line has gone away. You can see that it's already adjusted my output, but just for kicks, I'm going to hit build solution. Now we have another issue. Same error, so it's likely same problem. Okay, let's save that, and then let's build it again. Now, the next error, expression must be a modifiable L value. What does L value mean? Well, L value is whatever's left on the left-hand side of the operator. The operator is the equals. There's also an operator here with a plus. So you can already see there's sort of a syntax problem here. This whole side should be the expression, and this side should be what we assign it to. So in this case, the fact that the expression must be a modifiable L value, this is not modifiable. Sum is, it's just an integer. Now number 1 and number 2 are, but this is an expression. We have a left-hand value, an operator, a right-hand value. These two things together are an expression. That in and of itself is not modifiable. So long story short, we basically just need to flip these around. Now we have the left-hand value is a variable and the right-hand value can be an expression. All right, we're going to save it and we're going to build again. Now, our next error, notice when I'm double-clicking on these, it jumps directly to the error. Expected a semicolon. Okay, so we have two statements here. We have cout, and then we have some stuff we want to put to the screen, and then we have a return statement. We can't do two statements at once like that. And this error actually is very telling. It just means you're missing a semicolon. It literally says expected a semicolon. So you want to look up the end of each of your lines and see where you may have missed one, and hopefully you can see that it's right here. So we're going to save that. Then we're going to build it. Okay. So we still have another error on the same line. Okay. So what's going on here? It's a little confusing, but if you use the same method I showed you earlier, where you take one that's actually working, just paste it in right underneath, and then compare character to character. The problem is that we're missing our less than operator. Okay. So we're slowly cleaning this up. And you can see the squiggly line has gone away underneath that. We can go to build solution. Okay. Now our build has succeeded. We want to make sure that our formatting is somewhat decent. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run this and see what it outputs. Okay, it says enter a number. Let's go ahead and enter one. Type in 5 and hit enter. Enter another number. Let's do 4 and hit enter. The sum of the two numbers is 9. There we go, we fixed this program.